So digression, if you've got 2 plus root 5 over 2 minus root 5, for instance, and you're told to simplify this guy, all you need to do, like I said earlier, you do not want to have any root sign at your denominator. You don't want it. If there were no root sign there, I'll be fine to leave my answer that way. But now there's a root sign here and I'm not going to take it. So what I will do is to multiply the numerator and denominator. Well, a little bit like by the denominator, but not exactly by the denominator. Rather, it's going to be multiplied by the reciprocal of the denominator. And what's the reciprocal of this denominator? Oh, sorry, not the conjugate. Conjugate, okay? Conjugate is, I'll just show you. If you have a minus here, you put a plus. That's a conjugate. If you have a plus here, you put a minus. And that's the conjugate. That's what a conjugate means. For example, the conjugate of 2 plus 3 is 2 minus 3. All right. So now you've got, therefore, 2 plus root 5 over 2 minus root 5. Multiply both of them by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 2 plus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. It's the same thing as 1, so we haven't added anything new to the problem because this cancels this normally. But now you're going to multiply this by this and this by that, and that will eliminate the root sign. And how do you multiply stuff like this? Well, we'll see that when we look at expansions. At this juncture, let's carry on with the algebra problems, and you will see where this comes in algebra. All right, so now we've looked at substitutions, so let's look at simplifications now. Simplifications. Now, what do we mean by simplification? I told you that algebra is all about letters and numbers, mixture of them, but you will need to simplify your expression to be as brief as possible, but still carry the same information. For instance, 2x plus 3x is simply telling you 5x. Why is that? Because 2 boys and add another 3 boys to 2 boys, what do you have? You have 5 boys altogether. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. And another way to understand that is to look at what is common to both terms. You've got x on this side and you've got x on that side. So you can take x out. If I take x out, what do I have left in replace of 2x? I've got 2 left. And what do I have left in replace of 3x? I've got 3 left, because 2 times x is still 2x and 3 times x is still 3x. But now this is the same thing as x into bracket 2 plus 3, 5. And that is 5 times x, which is 5x. We wouldn't write x5, we write 5x. In algebra, the number comes first, because that number is what we call the coefficient. And something like this is called a term. And guess what the whole of this is called? An expression. All right, so let's carry on now with simplification problems. Let's see more of them. So this is the first one. Simplify p squared q minus pq. Okay, now you've got p times q minus p times q, and you're told to simplify this. What does it mean? It means that look at each of these terms, tell us what's common to them, and take it out. Take out the common factors out and keep the others within the bracket. If you can add them up, fine. If you cannot add them up, just leave them the way it is, but take out the common factor out. Oh well, whatever. So, what's common to these two? P and Q, right? You've got P and Q, you've got P and Q. But here you've got 2 P's and 1 Q, because this is actually P times Q. So I'm just going to rewrite that to be P times P. Normally I shouldn't be writing it in this form. I shouldn't be writing